What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back in Silver and Blood. All right, so real quick, I want to go over a few questions I was getting, because the game itself gives you mixed information, and it's confusing people, and it confused me at first, but because the intro email I got said early access, and then I went and saw that the news and the game itself basically said white, but I didn't get confused. However, it is early access, by the way. But when you go into the game, when you go on Google Play, it says official launch the 19th. But the actual first picture you see in the game says beta launch. So you have three different things now telling you three different things. But when you go into the game right here, the very first thing is them saying, hey, it's official beta launch, the data will be wiped. So the data will be wiped at that point. I was like gonna go nuts until I saw the official thing when I came into the game that says the data is gonna be wiped, and all money that you spend is going to be transferred over as store credit, so you can buy the stuff again when they officially launch. I leave that up to you. Personally, I don't do stuff like that. I wait until it launches, and if I'm going to spend, then I'll spend. Um, you guys know I don't whale in these types of games, so don't expect me to whale. But they do have a battle pass, which is called Boon, and you pretty much could like go through the battle pass. You get free stuff on the bottom, which is shards, which I'll talk about in a second. But on the top, you can see you get these rings, and we get red shards, which allows you to once you get to 50, I believe, you can get a chance at another character, basically right there. And it goes all the way up to 15. It's not a very long battle pass. They probably need to work on that. Like, a battle pass will be longer than this. Like that's kind of like, you got 40 days, dog. Like 40 days for 15 tiers. Granted, I've been playing a whole day and I only got half of one, so maybe that's what this is about. Like, you don't get progression that crazy. Like, now you can see, like, literally I'm like right here on this like that, so maybe progression is not fast. Maybe that's how they do it. But you're probably gonna want to make them tiers a little bit longer. They're saying, dev team. So with that said, when you look at this video and the previous video, by the way, thanks for the previous video. That's somehow like y'all blowing that up, so I appreciate that. I gave you guys the Google Play and the APK. I need to explain that because a lot of people were kind of like confused on what APKs are. I know not everybody is like mobile gamers, so we have to be fair to that. I know people like, just download the APK. Like, that doesn't help everybody because everybody isn't used to stuff like this, and you have to be aware of that. So what happens is, if this game has not gotten the rights on Google to actually release as a global thing, then what most companies do is they just stay early access, and then Google won't promote them as a global game. There's a difference between that, because that means it goes on the front page. That means, like, when people are looking to play a game, Google is going to be like, hey, you want to play this game? It is launch global, stuff like that. And that actually means something, because there's literally probably 1 billion people on the Google Play platform. I think the last check was like 1.5 billion. That's crazy. We're talking about world too. Like, not like, it's like 1.5. Like, that's crazy. So, like, granted, that's probably, it could be double accounts and stuff and everything else like that, but that's actual accounts on the platform. So you want your game to be promoted globally like that. You just do. That's why companies pay for it. Some companies can't afford to actually pay for that, or they go for the whole Google gets half of your stuff, and like, I forgot what's the exact number. I used to know because I was trying to figure out if I wanted to make a mobile game. I said, nah, we make PC game around here. I ain't got time for that. But that's how that works. So the APK, what that is that's the base file of the game. That's without the downloads. That's without what happens to the game once it gets to this point when you're actually live. And you can download that. and that bypasses the need to go through the store. So if you're region blocked or whatever else like that, you can just go to a outside website that basically is global universal to everybody. I've never heard anybody blocked from an APK site. If you're blocked from an APK site, I don't know what to tell you, because that's free for everybody. So you get that file, and then you would it is there's two ways to actually use an APK file. One, if you're using an emulator, what ends up happening is the emulator is going to have an APK tab on it, which if you're using BlueStacks or LD Player, if you look to the right, is going to say APK on it, and then you basically would point the emulator at the APK, and then the emulator will install the game for you as if you got it from Google Play. Now, the second place that you can actually do that is directly to your phone or tablet. What you can do is you can send the file if you have a USB cable for the tablet or the phone. You can send the file straight from your computer to your phone. Now, everybody's different. Everybody's phone is different. Everybody's tablet is different. So I can't advise you on that. So whatever you use the file transfer, you could do that, or you could put the file online somewhere like a file dump site or something like that, and you can download it directly. You can do that on phone too, from a phone's browser, and then you can download it directly that way. And the same thing goes for whatever reason you want to do that with an emulator. But emulators, you can pretty much just do it straight, and that's how you get to do that. I'm probably gonna have to make an APK video, just to kind of explain how that does, so that it'll always be universal. And then when somebody has a question, they're like, look at the APK video. So I'm probably gonna have to do that in the future, but not for this right now. So now that we're here right now, and we know that, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not gonna go all the way to the end of this beta, for the simple fact that it's gonna wipe, and that's gonna be a lot of work. You don't want to do all that work and then have to do it again. But what I will do is flesh out teams and see what I want to go with. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the most important character I've found so far is Bella, because Bella is ridiculous. Bella could be in the front line as a caster summoner character, and it don't matter, because immediately when the round starts, she calls out the puppets, which are creepy, but she calls them out, and they take a certain amount of her stat and just be front line. So the stronger she gets, the stronger the puppets get, and she essentially is a tank and a DPS all at the same time, because she has a DPS Duke skill that does pretty good damage, and then like it summons out like this big puppet and stuff like this. She might be one of the most broken things in this game. So if you like want just easy progression, I just throw her in the front with everybody else, and like those puppets just run amok everything and kill everything. Which I accidentally figured that out because she was the first SSR I got at this point, and like she's just an amazing character. There's another character that does that, which I believe is called Tyler Jr., and he summons a werewolf, which it kind of works like the same thing, but it like the werewolf backlines, so it doesn't act like the puppets do. The puppets stay in front of Bella and then, you know, basically serve as like a tank and stuff like that. It kind of works like Path to Nowhere, how some of the characters work in Path to Nowhere, where they summon the stuff and it serves as a impromptu tank. The second thing that we're going to talk about is gear. Gear, you can't level it in the beginning, but what you can do is get pieces according to whatever the character class is. And you can see what the character class up there in the top left corner of the gear. There's a stage that opens up literally like right we're at right now, 3-5 and Hunting Night, and you come over here to Nightfall, and the very first thing that is going to happen, oh no, I hit the wrong thing. It's fine. We'll just go in here and fight it real quick.
It is fate.
And you're gonna fight the Rat King again, and the Rat King is basically going to give you gear. Not a hard fight. Basically, you just make sure that you don't be in the way of his tail. And you remember the puppets, like I said, like literally just stand in front. Like they can take hits, as you guys can see, but she just puts them right back again. It's the same theme I had before. There's no reason for me to change because it doesn't work. And of course she's gonna get it because she's doing damage and taking. So there you see that we have You can see right here, equipment EXP, and then you can actually go ahead and use that to actually level up your gear. You really don't get much of this until at this point right now, cause that's a question everybody had asked. Like, oh, my gear, how I get my gear? What's going on with my gear? That's pretty much how you do that. You see, it gave these pieces, not always going to be the same thing every time. The next tier is just not going to happen. What I was supposed to do is click that, so you know we can just bam. But it's good for me to actually show it, and that's my 3 attempts for the day. Now I have gear to throw out there. And yeah, so you'd also notice that 9.5 we get a bigger tier of it, and that 16.7 that is far, because let me tell you, it's like 15 stages per world, so that's a long way away, dog. So that's a lot. Infinity Abyss is pretty much just tower, and as you can notice, you get you pretty much get the summable currency right there and gold right there just for just running in, and then you also get divine blood drop as well. You see I have, like, you know, that you can actually use that. And then Truth's Odyssey is the other tower form, where it's kind of roguelike, and what you have to do is this: you get buffs and go through on the buffs, and according to, I can tell you now, the best buff to get is life leech. Life leech is busted. Get it the minute you get it, you good. I know the game is gonna scale and make that annoying, but yeah. We also got PvP, which is supposed to be unlocked because it told me it unlocked it, but I don't have it right now. So let's snatch this real quick. There's also another banner that they added, I believe either yesterday or this morning. We're going to talk about that in a second. You have your idol right here, which opens up at the end of World 2. So even if you're stuck on something, if you just chill and go away and come back, you're gonna get blood, which blood is essentially the EXP in this game, and that's how you level your characters. So if you get as far as you can in the story, if you can't do anything else, just, you know, come back basically, and then you get, you know, you have some blood and you can work out what you're gonna do. Bam, give me that, thank you. All right, so we're on day 2 right now, so I'm over here with this with some more shards and currency, and you'll notice that you get Cecilia. Like, he did a good job with art in this game. It's like playing Castlevania as an RPG, and pretty much get her free at the end of the cycle, which is up to 14 days, basically. Okay, so the castle is kind of like it's like an achievement hub, basically. And it also teaches you how to branch out your different parts of the game. As you can see, like, everything is kind of like here. So the very first thing is the collection right here, which is your idol. Next up is observatory, when you actually unlock things. So let me unlock this one, bam, and we'll put Bella here, extra 10%. And Seti. And I'm not here yet. Obtain previous prophecy Taurus. Wait, what? Pretty much did that. Unless I have to go forward. That's probably story. Yeah, probably story. It wasn't like that before, but it's fine now. Then you have Hall of Honor, which, as you push through and, you know, unlock different things, it tells you what you have to unlock each one. So it's not like you're guessing and anything else like that. You go through, and then every one you get a reward. You see, I'm like 1 short, so I just pretty much have to figure it out from here. And it tells you right here what each one is. I don't know why you don't get anything certain levels. It's a bit weird. Like, you don't get anything 19 and 20. Like, bro, what? and then the other ones I just don't have unlocked, but it tells you when you unlock them. Threads of Fate is probably going to be open soon. Trap key right there. And yeah, now where I'm at right now is 3.5. It's not that I'm stopped or anything else, not like that. And essentially, the game is gonna catch up with how I built because I overstacked. You guys know, those of you used to my channel know what the overstacking is. So the overstacking is carrying my account right now, and you see it caught up to me now, basically. So I had to actually start idle farming EXP, which is fine because I basically knocked out almost 3 worlds of the game already, and like less than like this is like total 2 hours of me playing, basically actively playing, even though the game's been out a couple of days.
It is fate.
Now I will tell you that you need to pay attention. You can't always idle, because sometimes they'll backline you, or they'll pincer you in a way that knocks out somebody, and once you like lose like your front line, it goes downhill from there unless you can DPS through it. I'm fine right here because they're not backlining or anything like that. I can just let them rock. They're fine.
Wings of the Aegis. I shall stand here and repel any foe that dares approach. Rise the stars of the past.
What I need is a person who somebody who area clears. I'm gonna let them go and do that. I need somebody who area clears. And there's his her big puppet thing. And like as you can see, the game, if you let it, it will automate everything for you as long as you know your team is set and can take care of themselves. Technically, I have 3 frontline units, so as long as they're not backlining, I can kind of let the game do what it want to do, and everything is fine.
And that's death. Rise the stars of the past. Bathe in the moonlight of death. Grant you mercy.
That guy got wrecked. It's crazy that she can actually call out that big puppet to do a bunch of damage and then still have the other 2 puppets out at the same time and her.
My shield is a stalwart fortress.
All right, so if you guys will pause real quick right here, you notice that we're getting the territory prosperity up. That's your idol right now, and it's working the same way that Decay works. Like when you do stages, you get a pip, and every 5 pips you push your idol up. And that actually counts for the EX stages too. So just do every stage that you see, pretty much at that point. Not that you would ever skip it, but if you're struggling or something like that, for whatever reason, just do everything you see. Like all these EXs. That I remember I told you like freaking 15 stages. Look at, oh, there's an EX one right there. Do that later though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stages right now. It ain't over, dog. We're doing 3, 5, 1. Like I was like, when I saw that stage 17, I'm like, bro, there's a bunch of stages in this game. I ain't playing with you. Which I'm appreciative because they straight up just stuff content in this game. Now, embrace wise, we have this new one called Waxing Moon right here. I don't think I can actually use my currency for it though. This is just the premium currency right here. I don't even think you're gonna earn it. I just think that that's just the premium banner, basically. Now, there might be something in the future that we can get that will earn this, but right now I haven't found any of that yet going on World 4. Well, I do have some is over here in Blue Dawn, so we'll try that. really hold that long? What? Bro, they trolling. I got time for that. Uh-oh. William.
I'll stand firm against the
I got a dupe of her. We use her. I wonder if that was for Estelle. It was. That's tough. Yeah, the gold is just for the SSRs. I mean for the SRs. So I haven't seen what happens when it goes SSR yet. Or did I? Or maybe I didn't pay attention. And Puza. I don't even use her.
Let me make one thing clear from the
This
outset.
this is a boss who is annoying.
Pacifist.
Allow me to accompany you. If there's anything I can do. No, please, let me help you.
Yeah, this is Clive right here. This guy. He's the one that's the werewolf summon. Do I have enough to do that? I do not. Alright, unfortunate. Now, if you want to actually see every character in the game, this will be the last thing that we actually talk about today. You go to your inventory and you click on any of these, you can actually look at all the characters in the game. So like right here, here's Amy. And that we just saw Cecilia rather. The character that I have, Bella. Kane. That's the guy who was talking to you in the story, being cryptic. Agaris. You're right. This guy looks awesome. When I first saw him, I was like, bruh, he looks like Alucard. Dang. Hottie. They let you use her. She's a backline unit. Moraine. Math. I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy or sad with this character. Eraser. This right here is lit. Then you throw the mask on too for extra. He got an arm coming out of that? Or is that his left arm? No, his left arm is going down. That was just the third arm. This is Drip Man right here with his dragon scales. All these characters got such personality. Like art wise, this was a very good direction to go. That's lit too. I don't think I've seen this one before. That's pretty cool. Bone Collector, interesting. This one. All these characters, and I can't. A bunch of SSR, I can't get one of them, dog. Like, hello? Are you hanging on that hook like that? That don't hurt. Oh, that's your right arm. I was like, what am I looking at? Was it the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Nicole, okay. So he got sand coming out of the cape up there. Like, that's interesting. My friend had said, he's like, you know, every character in this game looks like they can be a main character for another game. And that's a good way of saying it. Like, all these characters all look like main characters. I was like, wow. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody explain something that well. Like, good job, sir. Oh, she is awesome looking. And then she got this the arrows coming out like every character get to cook. Wow. Man, it came in like I just killed that. Oh, okay. Everybody thinking this, and they all got budget. I just realized, is she the second black girl, or she's just? No, she might be the second black girl, cause yeah, she might be. Cause they give you one free, Nefertari, which is her. When they show her in game, she's actually darker than she is here. They kind of whitewash her hair. She's darker actually in game. I'm like, bro, like, huh? I'm confused. How did that happen? Bro, like he like the last boss or something. And then we have SRs. I think we've seen all the SRs. Except this guy. Oh, that's Baphomet. You can actually get him. I guess why not? Yeah, that's about it. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. I don't want to make this too much longer. Good luck to you if you're messing around with it, or if you decide that you want to just keep playing and then just let them reset. I personally, I can't deal with my progression just going bye-bye. That kind of like pisses me off. Oh, I can summon again. So I guess we'll do that before we go. Nice. My next EXP jump. So we'll embrace one more time. It's always okay. Well, right off the bat is Estelle. I mean, Estelle. So this might be one of the hypest summon music ever. It's Clive Jr. So you get him as his base form and what he turns into. I guess so.
I'll stand firm against the enemy.
Damn, how many times you gonna come out, man? You trying to get max? That's what you're trying to do right now? What happens if I max you? Let's see.
Let us begin.
Even Limit Break is dramatic.
To my shield. I entrust my life to my shield.
So pretty much, yeah, it's confirmed. So pretty much, kind of nothing happens. Like you just get your tap, you just get it up more. That sounds bad to say, but you know what I mean. I'll catch you guys next video. Good luck to you. Have fun. If I was you guys, I would like re-roll and get, like, you know, different things and figure out what team you want to do now. So when it comes to launch, you just know what to do right away and don't have to waste time or stuff and get like good progression right away and be in a good point, because these games, it's all about staying ahead of the progression. So when new stuff come out, you have currency waiting. You're not summoning or going crazy trying to get characters and stuff like that. So when the character come out, even as a free to play, you good because you got your team. You smashing content and everything else like that. So you got a bunch of currency. You got 100 summons waiting. So when they do that Castlevania collab, because they'll probably do that, you get Simon Belmont or whoever the hell you want to get. I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.